People First Merseyside has worked hard to support people to speak out against hate crime. Our Sefton office has been a hate crime reporting centre for 5 years.
We worked with Merseyside Police to develop e-cards to support people when they came into contact with the police. While we were promoting our e-cards, we found out that there were lots of fantastic work going on in and around Merseyside to raise awareness of hate crime.
The aim of the Mersey Side by Side conference was to bring together all of the projects on Merseyside who are working to tackle hate crime. We want to encourage organisations, projects, the police and individuals to work in partnership to face hate crime head on.
We hope that you can use this resource pack to support people to know that hate crime is wrong and it will not be tolerated. Working side by side, we can stop it.
Hello everyone. My name is Jackie Hughes. I'm from People First Merseyside. I will be your host for the day. Welcome to Merseyside Side by Side, a conference with bringing people together to tackle hate crime across Merseyside and beyond. It is really fantastic to see so many people here today. We hope you have a lovely day. Today's conference will be about hate crime. We know from experience that this is a subject that can be quite upsetting for people. Hearing about hate crime can make you think about the experience your friends, your family or other people have had.
Hate crime is something that when someone doesn't like you for whatever reason it is, whether it be disability hate crime, whether you're gay, straight or have purple hair.
It's when someone calls your names in the street or on a bus or in college.
Hate crime is when somebody attacks you. Basically, they hate you because you're different. Could be because you have a disability or because of the colour of your skin or your sexuality. It's called hate crime. You haven't done anything. They don't hate you because you've done something to you. They might not know you. They just don't like you because you're different. And I think it's wrong to target people just because of the colour of the skin or the sexuality or the disability. They didn't ask to be that way. Even people who are lesbian and gay, they did not choose to be that way. I did not choose to have my disability. I had encephalitis when I was a baby. I did not choose it, it just happened.
Hate crime about going a bit with names and swearing and spit. His bullies, it's got to stop. And I hate bullies. It's not nice.
Hate crime is when a person can't accept another person's either disability or their sexuality, whether they are gay, bisexual, transgender, black, white or Asian, or even mixed race.
So here are the figures for the last 3 years in relation to hate crime. Okay, total hate crimes 2009, 1521. They went down slightly the year after and down slightly the year after that. There is some good news in this though. Can I have the next slide please? Okay. That gives it hate crimes in a different format. A reduction slightly over 2 years. So if I say the 1521, I don't think there's any be a surprise to anybody here if I told you that the vast majority of hate crimes reported to the police are racial crimes. The next one on there will be crimes against the lesbian, gay, bisexual community. Disability-related crime is good news because it's improving, and we'll see the slides in a couple of seconds. But you'll be asking, what is a hate crime? I was heartened that a large number, over 70% of people in the room today said they knew what a hate crime was. Okay, so just to reinforce that really, it's a crime that the victim or any other person perceives to be a hate crime, to be motivated by prejudice or hate. So that anybody, not just the victim, but anybody who perceives it to be or thinks it is, quite clearly.
When I used to go out on my own, I used to get eggs thrown at me, stones at me, name calling, and I also have a partner as well that had the same, that has been in the same situation.
Make the dog know, scare me up. They've been following me. Ask them to stop following me all the time. Full stop. Next time I see him, I'll ring the police.
I was outside the door, the main entrance where I live. Before I went upstairs to my flat, I thought I'd have a quick cigarette outside before going up. Coming over the flyover was obviously people. There were two men. They looked over and they saw me smoking, you know, and they said, "Give us a fag," you know. Now I didn't know, and I ignored them. He said it again, and I said in return, not obviously ignoring them, you know where the shop is. With saying that, the person who spoke to me first time round jumped over the barriers and came over to me and said again, "Give us a fag," you know. And again I said, "You know where the shop is, you know, get your own." And before long, you know, he hit me on the cheek, and I was so scared, frightened, and shouted through the door behind me, because it was a bookies, you know, help, help.
First it happened where if I was like in a garden, he saw call me effing, gay, swearing nasty. Each time I would always go outside in the garden.
People hurt me, kicking me off. I used to be bullied in school and that. Like people call me names and whatever, and I carried on in my life. And should report it to the police.
I used to say I wouldn't report things, but my carer told them, and I had the policeman out, and he was very nice, he was understandable, and it all got sorted out, and she did go to prison in the end, and she's barred from where I live, so she can't come in the district or anything. So I'm made up.
Well, if you don't like facing the police, you should ask them if they'll come to your house and tell them that way.
Well, I talked to the people first, because the people first will help me to talk about it and be more confident.
I always report it to the police mainly because it's got to be reported, otherwise no one is going to do anything. And secondly, I think a lot of people brush it to one side and think, oh well, that's just life. And I don't like it when people like that. The police just think, oh, it's nothing, it's just someone being dramatic and have been called a drama queen and all that lot. And it's not about being dramatic, it's about saying that it's not acceptable.